Once Malala Yousafzai said, I raise my voice not because I can shout, but because all those who are without voice can be heard. Hello, good evening, Sat Sri Akal, Namaste, Salam Alaikum, Adabers. This is Dr. Sakeena from Bhopal on a beautiful platform of a very good, excellent initiative by a woman for the women. I would request the technical team to run the video, please.
Mental health is how you feel, how you think, how you behave. It's part of life and it's not a stigma anymore. Hello everyone, I am Rucha Mehta, founder of a beautiful initiative, Ear to Hear. We started 5 months back, which was on 1st of Jan, and we have representatives from lot of cities and states. I would like to request you to join us to make a difference in your city, in your state. We would like to welcome all the women to come forward and support us because together we can and we will make a difference.
Isn't about making a woman strong, but because women are already strong, but it's only about how we change the world's perception regarding that strength. And the epitome of that strength I want you all to meet with. I'm introducing Sangita Majumdar from West Bengal, who is my pageant sister and who has won the subtitle Glamorous Achiever. She is really an achiever because after so many hardships, so many struggles in her life, she has come to this height. So, please introduce Sangita Majumdar. As on this platform, generally we have talked about mental health. And this particular month of October, we decided to talk about uh, how mental health is being affected by the domestic violence. Being in being in a country like India, where the goddesses are being worshipped, a number of goddesses. So it is so ironical that women face domestic violence here in India. Lakshmi and Saraswati Swarupa Nari. जब इतनी सारी शक्ति नारी में है तो वो क्यों कही जाती है बेचारी? लेकिन क्या बेचारी कहना सही है? और अगर नहीं तो किस तरह से नारी अपने आप को, अपनी शक्ति को समाज में अपने अस्तित्व के साथ एस्टैब्लिश कर सकती है? इसी का उदाहरण है संगीता मजूमदार. तो आइए उनसे मिलते हैं.
Good evening.
हेलो संगीता.
Namaste. Hi, Sakeena.
What I feel that women with a voice by definition, is a strong woman. What is your opinion regarding that?
In my opinion, everyone has a voice. Every woman has a voice, but uh, few have that courage to speak up, to raise their voice, and few don't. So the thing is that we all have voice, inner voice, which we should just raise in the right platform.
I don't know whether I was audible or not when I introduced myself. Uh, when I was thinking to talk about you and to have conversation with you, I remembered Malala Yousafzai's statement when she had raised her voice. She said, "I raised up my voice not because I can shout, but uh, so that the voice, so many without voice can be heard." So it is
Right.
not, this platform is not just to voice our problems or our struggles. It's also to give a way to the other women in the world around and in our ambience around, so that they also can get that gut glory which we have talked about so much in our pageant.
Right.
So can we have some introduction about your life, your family?
Sure. I am from a very conservative family, from a very I think I am from a little town. So it's a very zamindar kind of family where women are not allowed to go, I mean, without hunta and all in front of people in market. Nobody was allowed in our home. So that kind of mentality was there, and hungat wali uh, concept. And in that family, everyone is educated, not that it's not an educated family, educated cultural family, but still there was a mindset of conservativeness. So I came from that family, and education was the first priority. And but that was happened to me, like I wanted every time to, I mean, just to uh, वो जो बैरियर है उसको तोड़ने के लिए, और that was my motto, that was my, to just break the ceiling, that glass ceiling, and come up with my voice. I was always opinionated, and that is my background. My father was a social worker, he's a philanthropist. My mom is a school teacher, high school teacher. So I was raised by a strong woman. As my mom was very much independent, kind of. So she always tried me to be independent. She wanted me to be independent, to earn of my own. So she wanted that, but it was not allowed in our family to go to office or to, I mean, earn for yourself.
Okay. So, from like, I want to ask that from where the suffering in your life started. What I believe that nobody can make us feel inferior without our consent. So,
Right.
uh, as I told you earlier, also that the topic is domestic violence and then its effect on mental health. How did you, struggle against? How did you come as a winner out of all that?
Uh, in my very early age, I felt in love with someone. So it was not allowed in our family. Love marriage was not allowed, it was a crime. So that time when I felt in love, the struggle started. And for 10 years, long 10 years, I struggled, I fought against my family, against the world. No one was there to support me for this relationship. But I stood strong, and then I we got married after 10 years of a love affair. And after marriage, what happened, I came to know about his behavioral pattern. he was very much violent, and he had some mental issues also. So that time I couldn't understand, but after getting married, after staying with him uh, under the roof, then when I faced that problem, it was very hard, it's very hard to accept that thing from a very loved person whom you loved and whom for whom you have sacrificed so much. It's very hard to accept that kind of behavior, and it's harder to share this shameful incident with someone. There was a fear, there was a kind of social stigma, was, I mean, there. I couldn't share this event, this incident. Day after day, I have tolerated all these things. I tried to adjust, I have tried to compromise, I tried to ignore, and I tried to give me some strength that okay, it will be okay. I wanted to be there to live with, but it was not possible. So after 12 years of marriage, I came out from that relationship, and that time my son was only 9 years old. He was there. He couldn't come with me, and it's a very hard time for me when my family members were also, as I told, that it was a very conservative mindset of my parents and also of all the relatives. No one supported me because they told, yeah, we knew this will be going to happen, because we never supported you in this relationship, so now it's your battle, you will have to fight it alone. So I was left totally alone and very much helpless. So that days it was a very hard to face all these things alone, and also I left my son, my only son, for 2 long years. I couldn't meet him, I couldn't see him at all. So it was a very painful time for me, very tough.
So during those days when you were facing all this, hitting and domestic violence, at that time, how you used to feel mentally?
Mentally, it is very hard to accept. It's very hard because you love someone, and that person, when he abuse you physically and mentally, it's very hard to accept. It's not at all acceptable or tolerable. So, and what happens, whenever these things happens, you are, I mean, this happens behind the doors. No one came to know
Obviously,
about these things.
obviously, because they
So,
don't have these kind of people don't have courage to do it publicly. That's not possible.
right. Right. So for that reason, what happens? It was, I mean, totally. It was my own pain. I couldn't share, and it was. I mean, I went on depression. I started taking. For the. I mean, for medicine for depression, I went to doctor. It was a very, I mean, pathetic experience at all. It's a very pathetic experience.
Okay, so when your son was being kept with them, like your husband and the family, how could you take him back?
No, that was also a mystic connection. Maybe for 2 long years, it was. I mean, there was some legal battles also. He wanted me to get divorced. I didn't ask for anything. I didn't claim anything. Everything I left there. I mean, everything. My credentials, my certificates, my ornaments, my everything. My ATM card also. My phone also. I just took myself and ran away from that house one fine evening when I was getting tortured. I was really getting tortured, and that day I decided that it's enough. no more I will just tolerate these things. So for that time, it was like, uh, how could I explain? It's very tough to explain. And after that, my son, that time when I came out from the house, my in-laws house, that time my son went to tuition. So he was not there, present there. So when he came back, something, he was influenced by them. He he was told that your mom is guilty. So for many reasons, and a 9 years old son, he was not being able to decide to whom he will choose, and this was very very tough for him also. So for that reason he went there, and he didn't came to me, and he was not allowed to pick up the phone calls, and was not being I mean allowed to meet me. So I started a legal help. I took legal help, and asked for the I didn't ask for the custody, but I asked for just to see him. I wanted to meet him twice a week, but it was not also allowed. So it was a very tough situation. But still, after 2 years, what happened? One day, I came to know that my son had some problem in retina, in his right eye. So he was on treatment, and it was a wrong treatment. He was going through a wrong treatment, and what happened? His retina got detached. And when I came to know, as a mother, I couldn't resist myself. I went there. I ran there, actually, and I told them, I apologized, and I requested to at least give me some chance to treat my son, so that I can take him to some good hospital, and I could just show some other, just take some other opinions from other doctors. So when I took him, somehow he allowed. And when I took him to the hospital, it was detected that his retina got 25% detached already. So he needs immediate surgery. And that time, the surgery, I took all the responsibilities, and I took all the responsibilities of his operation, and also I took care of his, post operative care of 6 weeks.
Mm.
That also I took care. So that time my son realized that, no, my mom is not bad, my mom is not guilty. So
Because
that
he had
time,
tender mind. He had tender mind. Whatever he was being fed,
yeah,
he must have believed it.
yeah. And that time he also, told me that, yeah, it was injected to me that you are guilty, you left me, you didn't left my dad, you left me, you don't love me. So that was his words, and he told me that, I was wrong, so please take me away from here. And so that was the, situation changed. And he came to me, he didn't went back to his dad. That was the, maybe grace of God, or my prayers were answered, maybe, whatever you can tell.
So, Sangeeta, after this chapter of pain and misery, how did you, think of, and what had led you to the TIGP platform, the pageantry? Uh, why did you think that you want to go and, stand there as a contestant?
Yeah, actually, from last few years, I thought, and I thought that my life is not like others. A normal, usual, smooth life. So I thought that there may be a purpose. God, there must be some plan of God, God's master plan, which is guiding me throughout my life. So I should do something. I should have a purpose, not only to live or earn for myself, or for only for my family, and live my life. and just spend all the money in my in well-being and my family's well-being. I wanted to do something for the society, for others, and also for uplifting other women's. So that was always in my mind. So I was seeking, I was searching for something to do for others. So when I saw the ad of TIGP, uh, first thing came into my mind that yes, this is the thing what I was searching for, because they asked for someone they were searching for a confident lady who is having some issues in life, or who is there to raise her voice. So that thing I could relate. I thought, yes, this is the platform I was searching for, and I grabbed that opportunity.
So this way you realize that how self love and self worth can be achieved, and that definitely is going to increase your confidence. So can you throw some light on your this 1 year, almost more than 1 year, I suppose. The final is being the finale was being conducted only in the August end. So how was your journey?
It was an incredible journey. I should say it was an incredible journey. When I started, I had no idea how could I prepare myself, how could I walk on the ramp, how could I I mean, wear this kind of, fashionable clothes and all. So it was totally a new thing, new opportunity. So, but I poured my heart, as this is the thing I was searching for. And when I got this opportunity, I was in a so depressive mindset. I was there, I mean, nothing was left in my life to do. I was just thinking of doing something. So I poured all my heart, I poured all the effort to prepare myself, and make myself confident, and like whatever session was there, I attended every session, every grooming
Hmm.
session. There were many sessions for fitness, for grooming, for makeup, for everything. To be confident and presentable. So I learned a lot. I gave my 100% to be prepared for this platform, and I did it.
And
Achieved.
that's what showing a crown on your head, as you've been the winner of the title Glamorous Achiever. So now,
Correct.
after achieving this, if I ask you to just once peep into the rear view, if I say rear view, what message you are going to give to the all those women, those who might be in the similar situation as you once upon had were been into. So what message do you have for them from this platform?
I would give only this message, that speak up for yourself. Self love, love yourself first, otherwise you can't love anyone else. Self love is a must. You should love yourself, and speak for yourself, raise your voice for others also, so that you can live your life and help others to live. And finally, I would like to conclude that, it's your life, you know, it's your life. You should decide. Don't give the right or the remote control of your life to anyone else. Just be confident. You can do anything, you can achieve anything. If I can, then anyone can, I think so. So don't
Yes.
waste your time. I am 43 years old, and I have started a new journey of this pageantry in this age. So age is just a number. Any, if you have, you are in any age, any situation of life, don't give that situation or any person the remote of your life. Live your life, and decide whatever you want to do of your own.
So now the last question, Sangeeta, what are your plans now onwards? Like after, as you are wearing a crown, what are your plans? Are you going to help others, those who are in the similar situation? Because I know that you are in a government job. So how is the life journey going to be now?
uh, as I told that I was searching for this platform, this kind of opportunity, this kind of platform, I got it. So now the new path is there for me. I am going to help others. I have already raised a fund of 1.51 lakhs for this platform. Domestic violence was my cause in this pageant, and I have already started awareing. All those women I know, those who came in contact with me, or somehow they got my contact and tried to reach me and took my advice. So I have already started that thing to do. I'm not attached with any NGO or so, but this is also an initiative of Ear to Hear, where I am speaking. I think many women who are in my situation or suffering from this kind of troubles in life, they will also get some ray of hope. They will also get a way to get out of that situation. And this, this is the starting of this journey. So I have a greater plan to do many more things for women, to, mainly who are surviving of domestic violence and any kind of abuse, and make them financially independent also. Because when someone is dependent on some people, they don't have that courage to raise the voice, because they're dependent for
True.
food and clothes and all
Yes.
the basic needs. So first we need to be financially independent. So that is also a plan for me, to work for women to make themselves, financially independent.
So before we wind up, Sangeeta, uh, do you agree that mental health, which is so much right now talked about, one cause for Indian women, be also this what you have faced?
Sorry, your voice was breaking. Could you please repeat
I
the question?
I said that mental health, which is very important and so much talked about nowadays, domestic violence is associated to mental ailment or mental health.
Yes, obviously. Because whenever you are going through this abuse, you get depressed, you get upset, your self confidence get minimized, and this not only affect your mental health, it also affect your children. They are also victimized. So definitely we need to fight for it. We need to be strong, and mentally mainly, to fight for this and fight for your child also. Not only for you, for your child also, because his or her future also is dependent on you.
So,
So
Sangeeta, it's very inspiring to hear you. I hope that all our viewers, all those who are watching us, and later on also they are going to watch on your wall on the Facebook page of Ear to Hear platform. Also, they will definitely get inspired and will get motivated to raise a voice for themselves. Thank you very much.
thank you, Sakina. Thank you, Yet to Hear, for this taking this initiative. Thank you so much.
प्रॉब्लम मुझे भी है, लेकिन कोई शेयर करने वाला नहीं है।
You can talk to me. I'm there for you. Come and join us on the below number. We will keep it a secret. The promise that you will have a smile before